Hello, my name's Michelle Christine, and I'm a huge fan of Mario Golf. I played a lot of Mario Golf for the N64 when I got it, and I played a lot for the GameCube. And the GameCube I actually played kind of obsessively for a few portions of my life. More recently, I had decided that I wanted to eagle every par 4 in the tournament. I don't know why. And at first, it was not that difficult, but as I moved through to the harder courses like Peach's Castle Ground or Bowser's Badlands, I realized how difficult it was and then started saving my best shots. And then here's a top 10 list of my best eagles in the game. So here's number 10, and this is in Bowser's Badlands. And I used Piranha Plant for all of my shots because he or she, it's a plant, I'm not sure, maybe it's an omnisex, I don't think that's a word, but regardless, they shoot the farthest, but they have the hardest kind of change in direction if you don't hit the shot perfectly in that back section. Okay, so here's my first shot. I hit the distance good, and the auto, I let it auto, which isn't as difficult as manualing, and it autoed perfect, which is great. The auto gods were kind to me. It landed in the semi-rough, so the plus or minus is 5 over there when you land somewhere not as the fairway. And in here I got a +2, but I skunted it. That's when the back isn't perfect. I call it a skunt, so the only reason that shot actually went in is because I had the +2, because skunting it kills the distance because you didn't hit it directly straight. And so there's my first shot. That's 10. A little bit of a fluke, a little bit of using the auto, but that's why it's so low on the list. Okay, and so here is shot number 9. I'm going to say that right at the beginning of each shot if I can, because sometimes I kind of get muddled up and can't remember what shot I'm on, so I'm trying to kind of be a good tech girl today. I'm actually pretty bad with technology, but I got a capture card for this. I got an HDMI kind of like up converter for the Wii, and I also got an Audio-Technica AT2020 USB microphone, so I'm really excited about everything I just got. Okay, so here's I manualed front perfect, back perfect, super top spin, exactly how I wanted to hit that shot, and it's gonna land into the heavy rough on purpose because I want to get it close. And you'll see that Mario, he pushes not to the very end because I'm in the heavy rough, so it's a little bit more difficult. You don't have as long of a stick, but I manualed and I front perfected and back perfected, and it rolled in. So I think there's a pretty high degree of difficulty on that shot, and the degree might not have been terribly difficult, but it was also raining too. And actually what I did was I made an Excel document, and I had a lot of different categories of things in choosing what were the top 10. I had things like, was it raining? In this case, yes it is, because this is shot number 8. You know, did I use manual? Did I use auto? Did I do a change where I kind of hit the ball on the top of the ball or the bottom of the ball to kill some of the distance, like a mid-shot correction, as I would call it? And sometimes those are clutch. And okay, so here we go. I used that I laid up on that little 3 mushroom island there. So you can see that I hit front perfect, back perfect. It's +1, so see that red at the bottom of the ball there? I mid-shot corrected to hit at the bottom of the ball to kill the roll, because I was a little bit afraid it would go too far, and I think I read that right. It's 57 yards. I have to hit it 74 because of how up it was, and I hit it at the top of the ball to give it extra roll. And the greens move much slower when it rains, so that's why I hit it up there. But I had a very small window of hitting it over the bunker, but not too far, so that particular shot was very difficult. It took me a long time to nail that one. Okay, so now we're on to shot number 7, Peach's Castle Grounds, par 4, hole 14, and in this one I have a little bit more of a wide berth to kind of make a mistake if I back skunt this shot, because you know it's not like a really tight spot like that island was, or you know a place that's very narrow. This may or may not be foreshadowing for what is about to happen, and yeah, Piranha Plant's always just my character of choice with his distance or her distance. Okay, so I front perfect, back skunted a little bit, surprise surprise, so I'm not going to land on the fairway, which would give me that 1 plus or minus, and 1 plus or minus is good. It just means like kind of the percentage that your shot will vary in like kind of its distance. So if it lands on the rock, not ideal because their plus or minus is going to be large, and this one is going to be a 5. So I hit it at the top of the ball, mid-shot direction, because -5, I need more roll, and I got more roll, and that is why I was able to make that shot. And The Rock actually, the WWE formerly WWF wrestle, was actually a big crush of mine when I was a kid, and I actually wished that the world was split up into different birthdays, and so we would be on the same birthday island, and I'd have more of a chance with him. Anyways, that's weird. This is hole number 6. Shot number 6 in my top 10 list. It's a par 4, hole 10 for Bowser's Badlands, and in this one it is much more narrow, so the foreshadowing may be that the back perfect is going to happen on this shot. But anyway, back to the wrestling. I was a big fan of actually some of the tall blonde wrestlers too, like Edge and Triple H. Okay, so I hit the front perfect, back perfect, look at that, super top spin. So exactly how you want to hit the shot, because that has the most amount of difficulty because you're pressing A and B and things like that when it's that back perfect. Okay, and I stopped just shy of the thwomp. If he thwomped me, he would have added more plus or minus to my shot. This one I let auto. It's what, about a 90-yard shot, I think. Boom, hits, reads the green right, it rolls right in. Very proud of that shot. We got ourselves the eagle. And I'm not exactly sure why when I get an eagle, the plant flies. It doesn't, the head is very large. I'm very surprised that those little plant wings are able to carry the plant in the air. But you know what, it's a video game. Okay, so this is shot number 5, everyone, shot number 5, and I played a lot of ring shots with my friends, and if I did mention this earlier, I'll mention it now, I guess, and there's a lot of rings in this level that would be where those horns are, so those horns sticking out, and so you'd have to kind of get your shot through ring, progress to another ring, and then still make par in order to qualify for winning that ring shot. Okay, here's the back perfect, front perfect. I missed the order, but you get what I'm saying, and I got super top spin. Let's see if that's necessary. I did get -1. Boom, yeah, hit the heavy rough and super top spin out of it. So it would have stuck in that rough if I hadn't done that. Man, 103 yards. Let it auto, but again, the auto gods are kind to me, and it's gonna land. And I dropped down a little bit to give a little bit of bottom spin on that ball. I guess I felt like it was just gonna roll too much, and then boom, it goes in. And I remember how many hours it took me on that one too. There's no greater feeling than how good it feels to sink a shot that you've played like 15 hours on, just like over and over and over again, because you need that trial and error. Okay, so here we are, we're on shot number 4. Shot number 4, Peach's Castle Grounds, par 4, hole 10. A lot of islands here, so I'm guessing you probably have to hit a fairly precise shot. And I actually really like Peach's Castle Grounds. I like the mushrooms, you know, I think it's kind of a colorful level. Bowser was interesting and difficult, but it was more kind of like lava based and stuff, so not as playful. Anyways, so this one, front perfect, back perfect. Didn't use the top spin, but let's see where it lands. Seeing where it lands was actually also part of my Excel document, like how did it land. And this one kind of landed, I think, on the semi-rough and rolled a little bit. 93 yards to the hole. Front perfect, back perfect. And let's see how I read the distance on this one. It's going in pretty strong, but boom, chip in. It goes directly into the hole. And for overall impression, all I had written on that one was pimp. Simply pimp. I love that, because if I read the distance completely right, but if it didn't go in that hole, it definitely was going to sail far past. Okay, so here we're going to be at hole number 3, top 3, folks. Really excited stuff. Bowser's Badlands, par 4, hole 15, and the ring shot on this one actually is if you hit the bomb explodes, and then the ring is within the bomb. So at first, when it was like one ring, I was like, where's the ring? I can't see the ring. What is happening? And then I exploded it and found it and was like, oh, okay. There it is. So, and it's oftentimes you can kind of like hit that rock on that little archway if you can't get it, and then bump into the bomb. Anyways, front perfect, back skunt. Let's see if that affects me negatively in this shot. Hits the bomb and explodes into the bunker. Ooh, bunker shot, 149 yards. How's this gonna go? Let it auto. And I read the green perfectly because it's on an angle, and it just hits and rolls down that angle into the hole. I can assure you I played this shot for many, many hours, and I tried many manuals, but every once in a while I'm just like, you know what, I feel like those auto gods are going to be good to me, and they are. So, you know, it is what it is, but at least I know that the distance was perfect, and I was absolutely accurate on where it was going to go. Okay, so this is number 2. Number 2, Peach's Castle Grounds, par 4, hole 15. Like, isn't this a nice one? I feel like I'm on like some sort of crazy tropical island with giant mushrooms. And I don't know if mushrooms is a drug that anyone's ever done, but I could see being on mushrooms and enjoying the color scheme here. But that's just, a friend told me that that might be a good idea, a friend. Okay, cool. So this is an arrow, and oh, I'm going over to the right here. Front perfect, back perfect, super top spin. Why am I going to the right? Oh my God, is she going for the mushroom? Yes, she is, because if you hit that mushroom on the perfect spot, it gives you the best bounce you could hope for. Fast fairway, super top spin. This is a drive of 409 yards, 26 to the pin, a little bit uphill, hits that 30, back perfect. It's a chip in. It's a chip in with flair. I absolutely love that first shot. It took me so long to be able to nail that shot and then get that second shot in, because even though it's only 26 yards, it is not a gimme, that's for sure. Okay, here folks, we've made it to the number 1 shot. I'm so excited. It's raining, of course. Why not? Add difficulty to this thing. 444 yards, par 4, hole 14, and there's this huge obstacle area at the top. And I want nothing to do with that top obstacle area. I'm using the piranha plant. I can just launch it up and over that area. So let's see if I can. Distance perfect, back perfect. Oh, I think so. Oh yeah, look at that ball. And it's gonna go into the heavy rough, 101 yards. That thing's pushing you small. Front perfect, back perfect. Rolls in, read the distance perfectly. I had wind to contend with, I had rain to contend with, but you know what? I nailed it. Guys, I really hope you enjoyed my top 10 eagles in Mario Golf. I had a lot of fun doing it and making this video.